Really excited about this win. It was a good win for us. I thought defensively and our special teams were dominating. I thought we imposed our will defensively. It was a physical, get-after-it game defensively. We created turnovers. We were relentless in our effort. Great pressure on the quarterback. We made him uncomfortable. Had a bunch of sacks. We created 5 turnovers. Special teams. We had the block punt for a touchdown. We had a punt return down to the 3 or 4 yard line that we almost got another special team score. So really proud of those 2 guys or units. Offensively, we did enough. It's hard to come in here and say you won a game when you have 4 turnovers. And we're fortunate to be able to do that because we didn't play very good offensively. We lost Chase and we lost a little bit of our rhythm, a little bit of inconsistencies there. So we got to get a whole lot better here in these next 7 days offensively and get ready because we got to score points next week playing Western Kentucky as much as they can score. So, but really proud of our team. I thought we kicked well. We missed that long field goal and it was probably a little bit out of Zeke's range, but I thought he might have a chance there with the wind, and he probably overkicked it a little bit trying to. So, but I thought we kicked off better than we did last week. I thought we punted good. I thought Kyle punted good. I thought our coverage was really, really special on kickoff coverage. Thought it was good, and then we block a kick. You get 5 turnovers and a defensive score, a special team score. Is just a really rewarding win, for our guys. I just wish we'd have played better offensively, but I ain't going to give it back to them. So excited about the win.
Coach, I remember after the Marshall game, we were all talking about 5 turnovers. That was a huge deal, and then this is the second straight home game where y'all have been able to turn over a team 5 times. What does it say about the defense that y'all are having that amount of success game after game after game in the turnover department?
We got 6 at Marshall, I thought.
Yeah, at least 5. I think it was the first time we had 5 since.
Okay. It's they were relentless. We didn't miss many opportunities. We caught the interceptions. We got on the fumbles. And again, the statistics are very high when you block a punt of having a chance to win the game, and so you turn them over 5 times and add a block punt into the mix of it. It makes it tough. But I thought we put a lot of pressure on their offense. I thought we were really, really elite defensively tonight. We tackled good. There was a lot of physical tackles in the kicking game. Again, just those 2 phases I thought were outstanding. Offense, we did just enough to win.
Coach, can you give us an update on Chase?
He'll have an MRI either tonight or tomorrow. I don't know yet, so we'll just see what comes back. But obviously he couldn't finish the game, so wait and see what the MRI says.
How do you think Mike played, given the circumstances, kind of put in there under the gun?
Okay, I thought he tried to do too much. It's not unusual, first time playing. It's really the first significant amount of snaps he's had since he's been here. Thought he was okay. The deal down on the goal line, you don't do that. You don't stick the ball out there unless it's 4th down, So that was disheartening because that have made it a 3-score game going into halftime. And, so that was disappointing there. He made a couple nice throws in there, and he got a couple that, he didn't. But that you're going to say that every game. But he was okay. He's got to get better. We got to get better. He'll get better this week, with him being if he is the everyday quarterback. If Chase is out, he'll get a bunch of snaps this week.
It seemed like he got more comfortable as the game went on, and he was able to, get into some of those similar situations to the red zone package he's been in, and it just, how did he improve as the game went on and get a little better as things go?
He made a nice throw to Prince, down the middle of the field there. He had the nice run in the third quarter, but he missed some things, and so he was, a little inconsistent. Did some good things. Just has to be, at times he appeared to trying to do it all himself, and he can't do that. We got good enough players around him that he doesn't have to do that. But he made a couple nice plays there in the second half, and a couple plays that wish we had back.
It seemed like on that punt block that there was a good read from the guy who made the block and sort of the two-man wall there. He was able to sort of bust right for the middle and get his hands up. You guys obviously are really good at blocking kicks in general. How do you work on that and get able to make those reads and get in those positions consistently?
We, like you said, we spend an enormous amount of time in the kicking game, and Coach Gilstrap is in charge of punt block, and did a nice job. We schemed up some things there, and Ralph got through and made a nice block. And you can scheme things up and think you got a chance, so, but you never know, and we were fortunate enough, we executed it, and I'm not exactly sure, I couldn't see, exactly what they did, but, Ralph played hard, and when you play hard, you finish plays, you got a chance to be successful. And Ralph is getting better, playing mostly in kicking game situations right now, and he's going to be a good player, but that's a big play, that's a big momentum play, for us, because we had just tied it up, and then that happens, and now you're up 14-7, so that was a big play for us.
You mentioned at the top how good you guys were getting in the backfield, the defensive line and linebackers. I think it was probably y'all's best game with 7 sacks, 14 tackles for a loss as a unit. What did they do really well today to make those tackles possible?
Played hard. Not that they don't play hard every game, but they played hard. And, a lot of times the score of the game benefits the defense. We got a 2-score game. Now they got to play a little bit, throw the ball a little bit more. They got to be a little bit more out of their comfort zone. They got to a 3-score game, so they became, a little predictable, and that always plays into the advantage of the defense that, the good chance is going to be a throw here, so you can pin your ears back and get after it. So, but we did a really nice job of stopping the run, especially on early downs. I know they had a couple drives in there where they spit out some 10-yarders on us, but for the most part, we did a good job of shutting down the run, and that enabled our front people, our edge people, our linebackers to get in there and create some sacks.
Thanks.
Appreciate you guys.